$1,500 cash rebate on qualified HVAC systems from Premier Heating and Air. No payments for 60 days for qualified buyers. Get financing options no matter what your credit situation. Call 478-300-2633 or log on to DublinPremierIsHere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm here with head coach and athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, we're still playing football, I guess week 14 maybe here in the Shamrock Bowl. A big 35-13 victory over our social media nemesis down in South Georgia, Thomasville, last week, 35-13. We didn't really know what to expect. Well, we didn't. You guys did. With those guys coming up here, I think they came into the bowl maybe a 3-point favorite, and we put on the Willie Bat show on them. Willie had an awesome game. I talked to Micah after the game, and he said, Mr. Nelson, it was really a total team effort. Yeah. I think Willie did help us a good bit there offensively and defensively, 147 yards on his part. Micah chipped in with 109 yards. The Bostic boys both had 60-something yards apiece. And I think one of the things that stood out to me that broke the game open maybe early in the third quarter was Trav Bostic with that just obliterating the speed he had around the right corner for a touchdown.
Oh man, I tell you what, you're coming up with all kinds of adjectives today. You're fired up and ready to go, but
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, you
later.
know, I was extremely pleased with the way our young men handled our challenge last week. I think a lot of the credit needs to go to the big nasties up front, our offensive line,
no doubt.
Our defensive line. Both of those guys had really good nights. Offensively, our execution was pretty doggone solid for the most part throughout the course of the night. We had to use a lot of what we have within our offense, but I thought Mike O'Neill again had his steady performance for us at quarterback.
He
made several
all
checks, was efficient and made good decisions whenever we ran the option the other night.
It's good to have a quarterback that you can have in the ball game for you, that you can send in with a play, and then he's looking at possibly 2 or 3 other plays that he can turn to. Most teams don't have that.
Well, that's part of what our offense is about. We kid them a lot, and I think our kids understand what we're saying by this and what we mean by it. Tell them a lot of times we don't call bad plays. I don't call a bad play because throughout the course of the week, some plays are better against some defenses than they are against other defenses. And there are some that we only want to run when they're in a particular defense. And we might think from the sideline that's what they're going to be in. But Micah is such a bright young man that he doesn't miss many of those throughout the course of a game. If we call something and we know that it might be a play that we need to get out of, we send in 2 plays. And he immediately knows that I can check to this other one if they're not giving me what I want. So he brings a lot to the table with that, on top of just being a good leader and a good athlete playing that quarterback position. A big challenge for us the other night was how well our wingbacks would block. And I thought they did their part blocking for each other and those type things as the night went on.
Brought Lovett in also to help.
Lovett helped us a little bit. We played him some at that flex tight end a little bit the other night. And again, that was just part of a game plan and personnel matching what we were going against. And, their linebackers were both right at 200 pounds.
Right.
Physical guys, so we thought we might need a little bit bigger body to match up with those, and Lovett had a great game. And you flip it over to the defensive side, you know, I think we gave up some yards, but we didn't give up points. You know, we played really good in the red zone. Physicality in the red zone, I think, you know, they felt like when they got down inside the 10, they would be able to just line up and run over us. Our defensive coaches were prepared and had a really good game plan, and obviously the kids went out and executed and did a really good job with that. We didn't play great technique on our perimeter. We're really going to have to do a much better job of that this week. It's the fundamentals. You can't get wrapped up in personal challenges in the secondary.
No,
you
can't.
have to do your job just like anyone else would. But, you know, I thought our crowd got into the game, did a good
really
job
did.
for us there. And it was cold. It's going to be cold this week. It already is cold. That's why our two old tails are sitting indoors today. Jason showed up with his T-shirt and shorts on, ready to go outside and film. But
I wore the same thing that I wore I'm superstitious. I hadn't washed what I wore Friday night. I may not have even changed the last 3 days. I'm not.
Yeah, but you probably got another layer or two on underneath there. But no, in all seriousness, you know, our fans this week, I think they're going to show up. I know the folks from Toombs County are. You know, that's.
I remember the pictures of the 06 game where the bowl, and there were folks just wrapped around the inside of the bowl. You know, I can possibly see something like that with two teams. You know, teams 2 counties away. You know, they're going to bring a crowd.
Oh, they will. And
you know,
it'll be a great night.
We'll get into that in our next segment. I do want to go back to the defense because it's like we were talking about last night at the Touchdown Club. They didn't score a lot of points. They scored 2 field goals and then scored a touchdown on a super amazing catch.
Yeah, that was a great catch.
With a minute to go in the ball game. So, you know, your coaches, and Joe Stubbs, our defensive coordinator, really came up with some kind of a plan last week.
Well, they always do. You know, I think I'm the luckiest guy in Georgia that's a head football coach because of the staff that we've been able to assemble here in Dublin. There's a lot of experience on this staff. We've been around, we've seen a lot.
Right.
And the beauty of it is the coaching staff is a lot like this football team. There's not any egos. You know, everybody is more concerned about what can we do to give ourselves a chance to win. You know, I know, and the last thing I guess I want to say about our football team is this. You know, when I walked in and I met with them yesterday, I said, well, y'all have had a great year. You know, because we talk about that. And in Dublin, you can only have a good year if you're playing on Thanksgiving.
That's correct.
You
That's
know,
the goal.
It's other places. Well, we had a winning record, or we made the playoffs as a 4 seed in round 1. You had a good year. And I appreciate when people come to us and say, Coach, y'all had a really good year. You had a great year. But in my heart, if you can't play on Thanksgiving, you didn't have a good year.
Right.
You know, so the standard that our young men are held to around here is pretty doggone high. And it's not easy to be a football player at Dublin, so our guys deserve a pat on the back.
They do.
For having a great year, and that's being able to move on to the 4th round.
Before we close out this segment, I would like to mention this team is, and I've been around a lot of them. This particular team, when I talk to these kids and see them in the afternoons coming in from the field house, in and out and whatnot, on the practice field is a really super business-like football team. Yeah. There's a little joking around that teenagers do and whatnot, but when it comes to the football part of it, this particular group seems to be very business-like, and it's just been a joy to watch to date.
Well, that is, and they're, you know, Football's got to be fun.
Right.
Because it's not easy, you know, but the other side of that is we have responsibilities. I think those are keys that young men learn as they play the game of football, is you have responsibilities to your teammates, to your school, to your family,
to your
community. You have all of these responsibilities to go out and prepare to the best of your ability. And as it goes, there's never a promise of a win or a loss, you know, and that's not, there's no promises about what's going to happen this week. The promises that we want to make is we're going to do the best that we possibly can. We're going to line up. We're going to be prepared. We're going to compete hard. And wherever the chips fall, they fall. And just move on to the next week.
Right. Coach, we'll take a break, have a word from our sponsors, and come back with some more Dublin football.
Georgia Pools is now your authorized RecTech dealer. Summer's here and the temperature's rising, so make a big splash with friends and family now with a pool from Georgia Pools. Or relax in a luxurious hot tub or sauna. No down payments and easy financing. Don't wait a year for your pool. Georgia Pools has the manpower to get the job done. Georgia Pools has a large selection of pool chemicals and accessories. Come see our selection of Yeti coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Call Georgia Pools today at 478-275-3607 or come by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Count on the winning team at Farmers State Bank for a complete lineup of banking services to simplify your life. Safe and convenient banking on the go. Choose a debit or credit card for your personal and business account. And count on secure service that guard and protect your spending. At Farmers State Bank, your success is our success. And the team at Farmers State Bank is committed to serving you. Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
If these walls could talk, they'd cry uncle. They didn't plan to become offices or yoga studios, but they've stood by us, even when we got a little stir-crazy. For that, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
Quality products and installation since 1985. That's 4 Seasons. Join the fitness community at Fairview Fitness Center, open 24 hours with staffed hours every day. We have professional trainers and classes including yoga, aerobics, water aerobics. Join today and start off with a fitness orientation for our free weights and our machine weights. Come check out our basketball and racquetball courts. Fairview Fitness Center, located at 200 Industrial Boulevard. Call 478-353-1900 and become a part of Fairview Fitness Center.
Hi, I'm Matt Sapp, inviting you to come see us at Dexter Meat Company. Our fresh cut meats includes cube steak, stew beef, chuck roast, chuck eye steak, ground beef, ground chuck, and if you love steaks, you'll really love our New York strip, T-bone, and our ribeye and choice or prime cuts. And our marinated steaks have a distinctive taste that you'll be sure to love. We invite all our neighbors to come see us for the freshest cut of meat. Remember, we cater to. Call ahead and we'll have it fixed for you. Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 8 to 6.
We have natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $7,500.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
We have a lot to be thankful for here at Dublin Nissan, and we'd like to pass on those blessings to our customers with savings like these. The 2024 Frontiers starting at $34,180. We do Thanksgiving well here at Dublin Nissan.
Matt Hatchett is your District 155 state representative serving all of Lawrence County and supporting all of our high school teams. We hope for each of you a prosperous and successful 2024.
Welcome back. Coach, let's go ahead and run through some highlights of the Thomasville game past Friday night.
Sounds like a plan. I got Brandon Walden got us some good highlights put up here this week, so let's see what we can do. This was in our opening drive. We had a third and about 9. There's our quarterback, Mike O'Neill, hitting a nice out route there. I think that's Sears Tobridge. Making a nice catch and converting the first down. We ended up having a penalty that stopped that opening drive, which is frustrating, but sometimes you have them.
This time of year you're gonna have
defensively right here, we do a pretty doggone good job. That's our strong safety, DJ Woodard, getting up, being physical, setting the edge. Our front pushed the ball to the boundary, and he's right where he needed to be in order to make that tackle.
Really fighting off a block there.
Here's Mike O'Neill coming out, running a little midline. Gets out in the open field, and when he gets out in the open field, he can go to the house. Got caught right here. They had a little bit of an angle on him. I thought he was going to make it, but ended up having to jump out of bounds. Now we're early in the second quarter. This is Willie Batts on a misdirection play off of our buck sweep action. You got the quarterback out there blocking with Huddy, our left guard.
And
then you got the tight end across field getting a great block for us, and that's Willie Batts getting it in the end zone. Big play. This is one of those goal line stands. This is a 2nd and 2. Big hit right here. I think it may have been Batts. No, it's Azante Walker, excuse me. Azante, we brought a little pressure right there.
He had a great game Friday night.
Well, he's a glue to our football team. He does a lot of things really, really well for us. We get a speed sweep here. We're able to get to the perimeter on this one, and this again would be Willie Batts, and basically turned it into a 68-yard touchdown run. When Willie gets the edge, he's got enough speed to go do some positive things for us and get us outside. We do a really good job there. 11, our fullback coming out, they're rocking that safety down, and we get him kicked out and then duck up underneath, and they miss a tackle on Willie, and it's over at that point. So that's Willie's 2nd touchdown on the night at that point. You know, you mentioned, we talked about off air a little bit how far our kickers have come this year.
Right.
They've really done a great job, you know. We're using Ethan Spivey to handle our kickoffs, and Uric Andrews is handling our PAT field goal. And Spivey will use him on some of the longer field goal opportunities. So both those young men have come a long way.
Uric Andrews was 100% on Pats the other night.
Here's Micah getting loose again on the midline and
getting out of bounds.
Turning it into a big play and avoiding some of those big hits. We've talked to him about that a little bit. We got to do a good job of being smart and not getting pinned up. But here goes Zontae Walker's in for Willie Batts right here, and he does another good job on what we call the belly sweep and getting the ball in the end zone.
Zontae played good offensively and defensively for us Friday night.
Well, we can't, we've got to have him. We were worried last week whether he was going to be healthy enough to play, but he did a really, really good job. And, you know, I thought we played this pretty good. This was a play the week before that scored on us. And you see
Smiley in there busting it up.
Yeah, I think it's Lovett at defensive end who recognizes it, goes back down the line right there and forced him back inside. Now there's your D tackle running to the ball. They reverse the field. Jarvis Wiggins makes some contact, and all of our guys stayed at home where they needed to, and Azante Walker kind of finished it up.
Jarvis Wiggins had a good ball game for you Friday night also, I'll mention.
Jarvis has been consistent for us all year. He's just done a really, really, really good job. And Micah right here on a quarterback draw, again, picking up nice yardage and avoiding the hit, trying to keep that guy healthy.
Play we hadn't used it a lot this year, I've noticed.
Yeah, I think that's probably the first time we've run it all year. Nice little catch out of Willie Batts right here. Just enough to pick up the first down. That was pretty good. That was right at the end of the half and ended up with a penalty that kept us out of field goal range. We weren't able to get the points right there that we had hoped to be able to get. There's Batts getting loose again outside on the speed sweep. Good looking football play right here, triple option. They gave us the opportunity to pitch the football, and Micah made a great read right here. Pitched off the right person. We get a good block out on the perimeter by Batts, and the pitch man's able to walk it in the end zone, and that was kind of the dagger.
That was Trav Bosick there with all that speed I was talking about earlier right there. Yeah, that was the dagger. Your Kangaroos.
Yeah, we had a couple of missed protections on PAT field goal that we've been working pretty hard on this week of getting that protection secured. Here's another one of those situations late in the, they're deep in our red zone and they run the quarterback zone read. Azante Walker right there does a good job. Now, you know, we've got to be able to defend this play pretty hard this week, because the first time the quarterback will give it, and the next time he's going to pull it and keep it outside. So that linebacker did a good job, I think, of honoring quarterback and then falling in and helping us on the dive. Pretty solid pass coverage and a huge play right here again in the red zone, and that's Azante Walker setting up and getting the pick on the in the red zone. So a huge, huge play for us right there. Now it's down to seeing if we can run a little clock and make something happen. And nice looking power football play. Good job of the running back, Trav, securing the football in traffic. And then here's going back to the option that we scored on a minute ago. But they ended up giving us the dive this time. And
he's
again,
checking his play there.
The quarterback did a great job of execution, reading it. And Zay Bostic walked into the end zone. So that's it. Some great clips on the night for the Irish. And shucks, I hope we got some good clips to look at next week. When we take this break, we'll come back and talk about Toombs County.
Coach, again, great highlights against a really, really strong Thomasville football team that came into the bowl. I mean, they were favored by 3 points. You know, 35-13 victory. Really, really proud of our football team, and we'll have a word from our sponsors and come back with some more Dublin football.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin Wind Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From Moen to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
It's game time, and Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales is geared up and ready for a doggone good season. Wayne Kemp has the lineup that can't be beat. From economy and sports cars to work trucks and family vehicles, Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales is where teamwork will make the dream work. So come on in today and see TJ, Trey, Alan, Britt, or any of the friendly sales staff at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin. Call 478-275-2010 or log on to DublinAutosalesGA.com. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales for a doggone good deal. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, green and growing, invested in the communities we serve. For consumer loans, commercial loans, mortgage loans, contact us at 272-7775 or log on to cbs-lc.com. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, located on Hillcrest Parkway and downtown in the Henry Building. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and air conditioning unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new unit, Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff can help you today at Allen's Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. Amana, last and last and last.
Hi, I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction.
And I'm Chandler Gerard. We would like to wish the best of luck to our local high school teams in the upcoming playoffs.
Here at A+ Flooring and Construction, we love to support our kids in our community, so y'all go out and support them at each one of these games. We would love for you to come shop with us at 371 Georgia Highway 338 in Dublin or 234 Main Street in Eastman, Georgia. Or give us a call at 478-676-2662 or call us at 478-559-1280. Thank you for shopping with us.
B&S Industrial Contractors, your partner for success. Competent professionals and advanced equipment for any mechanical and construction work. Your trusted construction partner is B&S. From start to finish, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of managing experience. From large industrial and power generation facilities to crane rentals, B&S Industrial Contractors, capable of handling all project phases, from design through startup and delivery. Contact B&S Industrial Contractors at 478-275-2128. Friendly Gus says what you need for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Come by and get a 3-piece combo, 2-piece pork chop combo, or a 2-piece white meat special, each for just $7.49. All combos come with tater logs and a drink. You can also get a family meal deal, 8 pieces of chicken, tater logs, rolls, all for just $18.99. Come by in the morning, check out our breakfast. Sausage biscuit patties are just 99 cents. Steak biscuits, 2 for $6. We have these specials and so much more, so come by and enjoy Friendly Gus today. Friendly Gus, serving Middle Georgia for over 100 years.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
We're packed. Coach, we'll go ahead and talk. Here we are. We're in the semifinals. And as my dad used to say, we got bloody Toombs coming into the bowl. Number 1 ranked team in the state for good reason. a lot of athleticism, D1 college prospects out there on the football field. I know you've looked at umpteen dozen film since Saturday morning. You know, what do we got?
There's a reason why they're ranked number one. You know, they're a phenomenal football team. Stumped their toe one time against Savannah Christian, I think the number one ranked private school. So Toombs is very, very excited. They're as well-rounded as any football team that you're going to watch. I guess if you start with them on offense, they've got a tremendous offensive system. They play with tempo. Their offensive line, they don't bust assignments. They're physical up front. Got two guys up there in the 275 to 315 range. The others are in that 235, 240 range. So really good size in their offensive line. I think the guy that's the most impressive to me, and they've got several, but is their quarterback. I think I just saw this morning where he was named Player of the Year in their region, and I second that motion.
Right. We've seen him.
He's, you know, he does a phenomenal job of getting the ball out of his hands, kind of in the Patrick Mahomes style.
Very quick.
In that he throws from a lot of different angles, whatever angle he needs to get the ball out, to get it to the receivers. He does a tremendous job with that. He has very, very good pocket awareness. Their system is a little bit of a check with me.
D1 prospect too.
Yeah, I think he's committed to Georgia State
as a quarterback.
And he's big.
Wow.
He pulls it down and can run. So he makes it all go, but he's not a one-man show. I think the next area you go to, obviously, is the wide receivers. They've got three of those guys that all will play at the next level, that he's able to get the ball to. A lot of the quick RPO, quick screens, RPO slant routes, and all three of the guys out there that are going to catch those routes, sometimes four, can go to the house if you miss a tackle in the open field. So very, very, very explosive. Complimentary. It's not like they can't run the football, because they do run it, and they run it well, and they use about three different running backs back there. So it's a major challenge for us from the defensive side of the football.
You're going to have to stop both.
Well, you're going to have to be able to make plays in space against Division I level athletes, and obviously that's not easy to do. If it were, college teams wouldn't be giving up 40, 45 points on a given night. When you flip it around and you look at them defensively, the thing that jumps out to me is how well coached and with what great technique their defensive line plays with. They're going to do a phenomenal job with their hat in hands and reading blocks, and linebackers have exceptional speed, scraping and being in the right places. And then the secondary, those athletes that we're talking about out in space on offense are turned around and they're playing on the defensive side of the ball. I think they're just as talented and just as much speed as we saw last week when we lined up and went with Thomasville.
But a little more
but a little more soundly in their technique and what they're trying to do upfield, you know, in that front. So it'll be a major challenge for us to be able to move the ball consistently. You know, I think those are the things that it comes down to. Can we eliminate big plays from them, and can we sustain any type of continuity in our offense against that type of defense? You know, you're going to be forced into some of those third and longs, in a game that's the caliber of this game. And you've got to be able to convert some of those third and long opportunities, or it'll be a long night for you. When you look at them in the kicking game, I think their kicker is phenomenal. His placement on his kickoffs are exceptional. He gets great height on them, make it very extremely hard to get any kickoff return game.
Yeah, the game I watched him, he did a lot of really super high pooch kicks down around the 25, 30-yard line.
That's what they prefer to do. I think the young man, when he wants to, he can get it in the end zone. He's shown the ability to do that. So he's a tremendous kicker, and all that speed that they've got in those skilled positions, their coverage is very good. Long snapper is good. When you look at their punt game, they've had very few flaws in the punt game whenever they've had to punt, which hadn't been very often. So there's a reason why they're ranked number one. It's going to be, cold, no doubt about it.
A lot of excitement.
It's going to be cold in the bowl Friday night, and I think we need to fill this place up. Toombs County is going to fill their side. There's yet to be. The question is still out there whether Dublin can fill their side or not, because we haven't done that all year, and we hope that our crowd can brave the conditions, warm up, wrap up, cover up.
How much? What's our stadium hold?
The official capacity by
6,000?
GHSA standards is 5,300.
5,300.
And that's that's not counting people that want to stand around the top and people that want to sit on the hill like they did in 06. You can easily get 10 to 12,000 people in the bowl, and there'll be lots of people from out of town who want to see a good high school football game. The one thing that I wanted to mention that our touchdown club is doing now,
let's mention that,
is there are some available chairback seats
that were not sold.
They belong to the Dublin Touchdown Club, and the reserve seat section that's right in the middle that are non-chairbacks. Some of those are still out there and available, but you'll have to go to the board office to get those purchased through the Touchdown Club. That seat does not get you in the game. It just guarantees you that seat. You still have to go buy the GHSA ticket online. All tickets are sold online at gofan.com. You can go to the Dublin City Schools Facebook page. Mr. Holcomb has it plastered on there with the links and everything you need in order to be able to go buy your tickets in advance. And
$20 for a seat back and 15.
A chair back is 20 per seat, and then it's 15
down there where we sit down there on just the bench rows in front
on the bench
team.
rows, yes sir. So, but it guarantees you the seat, and you don't have to fight with the crowd that's going to be here. So I would suggest, if you want the midfield, an opportunity to be in a great seat, or if you want to sit there, there's a few of them left. Don't wait. You might want to get there early to the board office this week and get those secured.
Right, Coach, it's been a great semifinal show again. I think we've had 14 shows this year. We want to have another one, that's for sure. What we want folks to do is come out and let's pack the Shamrock Bowl for Toombs County coming in here, and we'll come back and we'll have some highlights from next week's show.
Thank you, buddy.
I didn't choose this line of work. It chose me. Those days when it seems impossible to get everything done are the days I live for. It's my passion. If you do what you're passionate about every day, you'll never work a day in your life.
Hi, I'm Greg Carter with Shamrock Honda Kawasaki CF Moto. Come check out our full lineup of ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. We serve Dublin, Lawrence, and Central Georgia areas, and we'd love to serve you.
It's that time of year again. It's time to fall on in to Roach Farm and Garden. Weather damage on your fence? Stop by Roach Farm and Garden. We got T-posts, panels, and a whole shipment of Stay Tough fence. Don't let your neighbor outfeed you. Keep a deer on your property with corn on the cob, whole kernel corn, and keep your feeders full of Antler Extreme, FRM, and ADM feed here at Roach Farm and Garden. You still got time for that last second food plot. Roach Farm and Garden carries all the clovers, radishes, peas, and beans. We also got a full load of ryegrass to keep your grass green or that food plot fresh. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, or are you just hungry? Got a shipment of sweet potatoes, chocolate-covered pecans, and pecan halves. Hurry and pick up some before they're gone. Roach Farm and Garden says it's time to plant trees. Stop by and get a few. Cold, wet feet? Stop by Roach Farm and Garden. We carry Ariat, Rocky, and Georgia Boot. Go ahead and start on that Christmas list. Roach Farm and Garden carries chairs, benches, concrete statues, and a showroom full of chimes, flags, mats, and more. And as always, Roach Farm and Garden has all the feed and vet supplies for nearly everything. So fall on in here to Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op offers a full range of communication products and services to its members in Lawrence County and surrounding areas. We take pride in being your total communications provider, and we work hard to provide quality services at the best prices. In addition to offering phone service, we provide high-speed internet and digital high-def TV. And we always strive to put our members first. Progressive Rural, your total communications company. Small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. ProgressiveTel.com. Call 478-984-4201 or stop by 890 Simpson Avenue in Renss. Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op.
Hey, I'm Perry at Williamson's Bakery. For 60 years, my family's bakery has supported area athletic programs. And I would like to personally thank you for supporting us. And I'd also like to say, go Irish, go Falcons, go Raiders, and go Crusaders. Come in today for all your bread needs, your pies, your donuts, and all your birthday cakes. If you'd like to do a special order, give us a call at 272-3344. Check us out on Facebook as well. So if you need a special order for a tailgate, give us a call the day before. We'd love to take care of you. So call or come by today. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or you can call us at 478-272-3344, or you can catch us on Facebook. Williamson's Bakery, waking and baking since 1965.
Mid-State Tractor and Equipment has this area's largest selection of outdoor power equipment, zero-turn mowers, utility vehicles, tractors, implements, and more. Choose the industry's top brands and names you can trust, all waiting for you at Mid-State Tractor and Equipment, 1325 North Jefferson Street in Dublin. Call 478-272-2198 or check us out online at midstatetractorandequipment.com. Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment. You've been saying you want it, and now's the time to get it. Pool and patio furniture in style with fabrics you want, comfort and durability you deserve. You'll even save on accessories and add your own personal style. Come see the full line of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas today and bring home a colorful poolside. Now's a great time to save at Mid-State Pools and Spas, located on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Mid-State Pools and Spas. We know pools.